welcome to our lesson for today. So remember last time we started talking about Elisha, and we saw one thing that Elisha had done, and this proved that Elijah's power had come and passed on to Elisha, because Elisha was able to help a widow and her two sons by praying to God, and God multiplying everything that they had and it being enough to take care of them and pay off their debts. So today we're going to see something else that happened to Elisha.
Yes, so now Elisha did not just stay in one place. He would move around teaching people and helping people. So this one time he went to Shunem. So there there's this one woman that would help Elijah every time that Elijah went to Shunem. So Elisha went to Shunem.
Elisha with an SH.
Yes, so Elisha would go to this woman's house and the woman would give him food and even host him for the night. So
yes, because the woman was a rich farmer's wife, and the family had invited him over to come for dinner. So whenever Elisha would visit Shunem, the woman told him, whenever you visit Shunem, come to my house and have dinner. So whenever he visited Shunem, Elisha would have dinner with his friends.
So that is where Elisha would go to the woman's house and have dinner. But now the woman thought and told her husband, Elisha has always been coming to Shunem and he has always been coming to our house to have dinner. I think we should just build him a house or a room that he could come and sleep over and just have time and have a place to stay when he comes to
because
Shunem.
He never has a place to stay when he comes to visit.
And the husband said, it's okay, you just do what you want.
The husband agreed with his wife. So now the wife made plans and called builders and carpenters, and they built Elisha a room, and they put a bed and a chair and a table. So now there was a room for Elisha. So the next time Elisha came to visit, he was so happy.
When the woman showed him the room,
because he was so happy, because now he had a place where he could stay, he could study, and he could pray, because this woman had provided a room for him. Then Elisha thought to himself and said, I really need to do something for this woman, because she has been so helpful and so kind and so good to me. So, but he didn't know what to do.
He really didn't know what to do, because this woman was so rich, and Elisha thought, what else can I do?
What else can she have? What else can she need? Now Elisha had a servant called Gehazi. So then when he asked his servant, Gehazi had heard from other servants in the house that the woman really wanted a son, but she didn't have one. She had stayed for a long time without having a son.
And because Elisha was a man of God, he knew that if he prayed to God, then God would answer his prayer and give the woman a child. So Elisha told Gehazi, go and call the woman into my room. And so Gehazi went and called the woman, and as she stood at the door, Elisha told the woman, by this time next year, you're going to have a son.
You will be holding your son in your
arms. And the woman was so happy and so excited.
She couldn't even believe it.
Because that is what she really, really, really wanted. So we'll find out what happened next. But this just tells us, children, that when we help people, you never know what can come out of what you're doing, because this woman was just helping out Elisha and giving him a room because she could anyway. But now, because of what she did, God was able to bless her, the man of God. So always remember, when you help people,
you never know what might happen.
You just never know what might happen.
Always be ready to help people.
So now we'll stand up and sing our song. So let's all stand up and sing this song.
Okay, it's time to sing our song. Now we've just talked about how the woman of Shunem decided to build a room for Elisha. So whenever he came, he has somewhere to stay, to study, and to pray. And how Elisha was so happy about this that he decided to ask God to give the woman of Shunem a son. And how she was very, very happy. So now we're going to sing about how the woman of Shunem was very kind and how we should be kind and give kindness away. So let's stand up and help us sing this song. My heart and in my soul, got a reason for this joy I can't control. I wanna sing, I wanna dance, and give everyone a chance.
to hear about this endless love I know. Oh, what you give to me is not for me to keep. It's for the world to see your love. Every day you're giving me your kindness. Every day you're giving me your love. Oh, with every single breath I am reminded that what you give is more than enough. So I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Well, what you give to me is not for me to keep. It's for the world to see your love. Every day you're giving me your kindness. Every day you're giving me your love. Oh, with every single breath I am reminded that what you give is more than enough. So I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Yay!
Okay, kids, it's time for us to do our craft. Now, we've just talked about how the woman of Shunem made a room for Elisha, and how Elisha was so happy with this because now he had a place to stay, to study, and to pray.
Yes.
And because of this, he decided that he was going to pray to God and ask him to give the woman of Shunem a son.
Yes.
And this made her very, very happy. So for our craft, we are going to create Elisha's room, the room that he was given. So we have a small table. So we took white manila paper, we drew a bed, we drew a chair, and we drew a table with a light. So this is so that we're going to put all of these items inside his room, because that is what the woman of Shunem did. Then we have straws, and this is what we're going to use to create our room. So I want you to take all of these tiny pieces, the chair, the bed, and everything else, put it aside, and we're going to first of all create our room. So take your first straw and put it at the bottom of your paper, and take a stapler and staple the straw down. Once you have it stapled, this is going to be the floor for our room. Next thing I want you to take your two straws. Now for this one, we need to be careful and we need to measure. So we're going to take the first straw and place it down. Make sure it's touching the floor, and then at the very top, I want you to fold your straw in so you get a shape like that. Then we'll staple everything down together. So make sure you ask for help if you need it, because you really don't want the straw to move, because it's our house. So we need to make sure our straw doesn't move. So ask for help if you need it. Okay, once we've stapled down one side, we need to do the same thing to the other side so we don't have an open house. We need to close our roof. So again, take your straw, measure, and fold. Then hold it down, take your stapler and staple everything together. One side down, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Once everything is down, you can make sure it's completely secure so you don't have a floating house. I'm going to staple until I feel like my house will not float away from me. And I think one more at the bottom. There we go. Now I have my house stapled. Then I'm going to cut off any excess straw that I have. And this is now Elisha's room. This is the room that the woman of Shunem made for Elisha. Next thing we're going to do is we need to take our chair and our bed and our table, because she gave him a chair and a bed and a table, and we need to make sure all of these are nice and colored so that they can all fit nicely into Elisha's room. So take your colors and start coloring all of these items. Okay, so once you have all of your items colored, I want you to take them and place them in the room. So we're going to take our glue stick and we're going to glue everything down into the room. So glue down your desk and put the chair next to it. And then finally glue down the bed. Okay, so now we have a room and it has a desk and it has a chair and it has a bed, but we don't know whose room it is. So I want you to take your pen or pencil and write down Elisha's room at Shunem, because that's what this is. So this is Elisha's room at Shunem. And to remember this story comes from 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 8 to 37. So 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 8 to 37 is where we find the story of the woman of Shunem who was kind to Elisha and helpful, and she created for him a room. Yes. And now you have Elisha's room at Shunem. Yes. So that is our craft for today. That is our lesson for today. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.